Yeah, Republican!
Okay, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for nominating me. I humbly accept this challenge and can't wait to run for president of the United States of America. I look forward to an opportunity to lead our party back to the White House and renew America's purpose. I will unite the country and use positive programs to solve our nation's problems. Okay, foreign policy is very controversial. My party believes the United States should not aid in other countries without having an economical or political interest, or if a country is financially secure and able to help. Unlike now, where we are trillions of dollars in debt, where we try and help other countries with problems like ISIS, and there's real no incentive for our country except that the fact we're trying to be a hero like we have always done in the past. Now we really should be focused on our own country and our own problems instead of trying to solve everyone else's. You'll hear from my opponent, Daniel, that most successful people in our country, or the top 1%, have cheated their way to the top and swindled money from millions of lower class Americans. Daniel's plans Daniel's plans probably involve taxing the top 1%, supposedly to help the middle class. However, this will not help our country, but will instead push it further into unemployment. We need to lower taxes altogether and reduce the role of government playing in the private lives of Americans.
Preacher Parker!
As, as of now, as of now, 1/3 of the country is on welfare, while only a few are in actual need of government support. The middle class's hard-earned money is being sucked away by the government and given to lazy Americans who do not want to work. Is this where you want your hard-earned money to go? Under my tutelage, large restrictions will be placed on government programs so that the incentive will not be diminished. I believe in capitalism and believe in the American dream.
Amen.
Before I discuss my views on the national education system, I would like to address our school's lack of respect for the Pledge of Allegiance and what it represents.
Huge issue.
When the students do not take 30 seconds out of their day to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and show respect towards their country, they are spitting in the faces of the men and women who have sacrificed their lives for this country.
Black Lives Matter.
Corruption.
To me, this is intolerable, and the school board should not allow it unless severe differences stand in the way. My views on the national education system are that I am for school choice, which is there where students are, which is where students aren't forced to go to school based upon what school district they live in, but in which school fits the best for them and how well they should succeed in them. A young person's ability to succeed in school must be based on his or her God-given talent and motivation, not address, not zip code, or an economic status.
Right.
I also believe Common Core testing should not be given in schools. It dumbs down kids and extremely harms how students are taught English and math, and it also gives parents no say in what their children are taught. Another important topic is healthcare. Healthcare should be patient-centered, making healthcare companies compete against each other, driving the cost of it down altogether. My opponent Daniel believes in government-centered healthcare, where your benefits will be taxed and you will no longer have private healthcare coverage,
Other people's money.
which means you will no longer some which will means you will no longer have private healthcare coverage, which means you do not have a choice of your doctor, and as you are forced to go somewhere with ration drugs and medical supplies, just to be put on a wait list for 30 days to see some other doctor that probably got out of medical school a few weeks ago to try to figure out what's wrong with you. On the other hand, in terms of social issues, I am pro-life, but only allow it in the case of rape, incest, and if there's any other danger to the mother and/or child. Because I think that every life has potential, even if it didn't start out great. I think everyone should also have a fair shot at life, especially when they can't speak for themselves. Also, it comes down to responsibility. If you don't want children, you should be more cautious. More along with domestic issues, the Republican Party believes in the right to bear arms and that no further restrictions should be placed on buying a gun. The Second Amendment protects our constitutional rights and privileges. A lawful gun ownership enables Americans to exercise their God-given right to self-defense for the safety of their homes, their loved ones, and their communities.
Daniel wants to steal your gun.
If further restrictions are placed on being able to buy a gun, then there will be unintended consequences if Americans believe the right to buy guns is being taken away from them, which will mean people will start hiding their guns and buying weapons illegally, which would lead to more problems, which is overall what we're trying to avoid. Overall, the Republican Party is the best choice for this year's election because of my exceptional leadership skills. Because of my exceptional leadership skills that will lead this country to a greatness far more greater than my counterpart Daniel Holst ever could. Thank you for consideration, and I look forward to this election.